Hi guys, Minerva here. Just washed my hair. So today I wanted to make sort of a landscape on this round cardboard. This is the back of some inks that I took out of their package and put them up. and it has this thing here for hanging and everything, so I decided I'm going to use this to make a landscape. I'll cover this with a piece of cardboard or something. What I had in mind is I've been inspired by all the videos I've seen where people living in Japan, they mention the Sakura trees. They're waiting for them to bloom. They start blooming now in spring, and I was inspired by that. I don't have a cutter. I intended to use these. They're from a hydrangea punch. That's the word I'm looking for. But I'm going to use these instead. A mixture of silk and paper flowers. They're mostly paper, and I don't know if this is foam or paper. I think it's paper. I don't know. They're not all the same. I don't, pretend to make them look exactly like Sakura flowers, but I was inspired by that. So I want to put some blooming trees on one side and kind of a landscape and see what I can do. I think I have a tissue paper that I can use, kind of a Japanese themed paper. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let me pause while I get... Okay, so I'm going to gesso this cardboard before I... see if I can open this, because I haven't used it in a while. There you go. It's nicely mixed. Yeah, I want to go ahead and cover this. Let me get some... let's see, I might have something sitting here on the desk. Wish it was whiter. I'm going to go ahead and tape this to the back. There's the other piece. I'm just going to use regular tape for now. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and gesso this. I'm thinking there's a gap. I should have made a... see if I can do that now. Just follow the... Doesn't have to be exact. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Okay, so I cut it out and I fitted it in there. I put some glue. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just to, you know, ease so it's a little bit more even with the top of the cardboard. I could use black gesso, but I'm going for white because the tissue paper has dark colors on it and I don't want it to look any darker. And that's just to cover the dark. Dark cardboard. I'll let that dry while I gather the rest of the materials. Okay, this is what I was looking for. I was looking for this and I thought it was tissue paper, but no, it's a napkin. I had made this, let me turn the camera. Oh, it's stuck. There. So this is I made this, I don't know, a year or two ago. And in my mind, I thought I had used tissue paper, but this is a napkin. All this background here is a napkin. So yeah, that would not have worked. It's not what I had in mind. But anyway, I found some napkins that I can use. Let me put this away. Like this one. And it has nice pink flowers on it. And it's a complete, let's see if it's divided into 4 parts. Yeah, it is. Well, not really. I could use this and then add the flowers. I already have the stems. I wouldn't have to make stems or branches. I also found this napkin, which is really nice. I could put clusters of smaller flowers there. And I found this one, which is called Chinese New Year Blessing. And it has kind of little pinkish flowers that look like Sakura maybe. And it's almost the right size. So I think I'm gonna go with the blue one. Okay, I'll just fix this later. And I think I'm going to use this part here. So that I can glue the cluster of flowers here. I think I like that. Okay. So you all know, but for those of you that or just starting out, when you use a napkin to decoupage, you should separate the layers. You only use the top layer. This one has 3 layers. And it came out fairly easily because it's been sitting there for a while and it's been moved a lot. This you can save for layering or texture. So you see, that's why I put the white gesso behind, because if I glue this to this, look how that's gonna look. It's not gonna look as pretty. So this is fairly dry, mostly dry. Let me just hit it with the heat gun a little bit. I'm going to use Mod Podge, matte Mod Podge. I'm going to rinse out the same brush I used for gesso. I'm going to dry it. Just gotta put a layer of Mod Podge all over this. This here because I'm going to use it again. So this is the part that I want to use. So what I do is I'm going to hold it right here in the center, upper center part, and I'm going to start laying it down. I thought I had the butterfly. Go ahead and use this one. So I'm going to I'm going to put the bottom in first, and I'm going to slowly start pushing it upwards. I'm not letting it drop completely because I want to be able to smooth it. See what I'm doing? This is the same way I make the covers for journals when I use tissues or napkins. What I'm doing is smoothing out the wrinkles so that it's as smooth as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect, because as it dries, it will also tighten up and fix itself. But it's a lot easier this way than putting it all down at the same time and trying to get it. Like you see, I'm holding it down and using my index finger to push it up. There I got to where that small indentation is. I'm just gonna let it, drop in there, because I can always add something, some embellishment there. Maybe a cluster of flowers or something. So there. Now I go ahead and smooth it, always from the center out. I made a little cut there. You have to be very, very gentle. I can fix that later. Probably happened because I have some glue. It got stuck. You can use very gently. And that's as smooth as you can get it. So I'm not gonna bother with this. I can put a butterfly there. So before or I could do it. Okay, let me show you something. The way you can cut that napkin off is using a wet brush. I'll put some water in here. Okay. So this is just water. And you apply it to the very edge. And you're pulling it back gently. Don't even have to pull hard. So that's how nice and straight it will come out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that all around the napkin. Okay, see all the edges gone? Just go ahead and roughly go like this, but later with the brush and glue I'll go over it to smooth it down. Now I'm going to go I'm going ahead and Mod Podging this. I'm going to grab it from this flap and just right over here. I'm going around. You can see some places where it looks like it's raised up. Don't worry about that. I was going to take these apart, but then I decided not to because they are the right size. What you do with these, if they have after you cut them, if they have a piece of wire, which ideally you should leave a little piece of wire there and just push it down on your table so that it bends and it holds the flour together. This one is a little big, but as you see, these flowers here are bigger than the ones over here. So I'll probably leave them also. Some of them I could take off. Let's see. The back part, see? The back. That will make it a little bit smaller. Probably separate the flour, but once you glue it down, it will be okay. Okay, let's start gluing them. Prefer doing it after it's glued because that way, you know, you can see where you need to put it and see how it looks. Yep, looks very pretty. Because I don't have any sprays that are light enough. I would have to mix some, let's say, Lindy spray with some alcohol in a separate bottle to make it light. And this is much quicker. And I can get it right where I want it. Look at how pretty that looks. Okay. So let's see what I'm going to add to this. Let me get some more stuff. Okay. I have some little birds here. They're made from paper clay, so I'm going to stick those down. I don't know if I made these. I think I did, because I have this mold. They're done with toilet paper and water. See, I'm gonna cover that gap there where the tissue broke with this little bird. Now what else? This one is done with toilet paper and water. You just wet the paper, push it down the mold, and keep adding paper and water. Pushing it down. And okay, I have these two things here. This is an ATC I made. It's over a card, a playing card. It's from a mat made out of little wood dowels. I cut it up. Then I have this one here, which is also made with these clay birds and flowers. So at first I thought I might put that there, but I'm liking this better. This also has a button, a wooden square button, and a resin flower on it. So I like the resin flower at the top. And I'm gonna, you know how I like owls, and don't feel complete until I add an owl to it. So I have this tiger's eye owl. I think I got this at New York in a bead shop. It's tiger's eye, and it's a bead. It has the holes going up. I haven't used this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add it. If I need it later on, I'll just take it off. Okay, so I'm gonna add this because this seems to me like a little oriental thing, oriental theme. So I'm just going to add this on the border of the card. Don't know if it will red if I put a bunch of glue in the center there. I hope I don't get burned. And right there. That's gonna cover that indentation. It really gives it a nice touch. I like it. Some little bling purple butterflies. Don't know if I want to use that. I do have these brides butterflies. Let's see if I have some whole ones. Yeah. Maybe I'll use two of these butterflies. That looks nice. I'm not gonna add one here because I'm thinking of a border. So let me, the way to get rid of all those hot glue strands or strings, you just quickly go over it with the glue gun, hot glue, the heat gun. Most of them will go away or melt into the background quickly without heating it too much. So I could add some pearls, just glue them around the edge here, some bling, rope. So let's go see what I... Hi guys, so I'm still working on my picture here. I added some leaves because I had these are part of a flower stem that I had. So I'm just pulling this out, separating the leaves, and I'm going to go ahead and cut and then make it a little bit pointier. Gives it more dimension. So I just touch the tip to the glue gun. if I can fit this one in here without covering the bird. Maybe I'll just add this one here. Throw this away. Okay, for the edge I decided to go with this because I was going to use these pearls, but it would only cover you know, it would only go right there sitting on the edge, and it's easy for it to fall off. So I decided to go with this, which I went ahead and cut down the center. And that way I put the little bead on the edge here, and then fold this over. So it's gonna look like that. So I'm just gonna start putting it on, and then I'll pause and finish. Oops. Not easy. Wait. Okay, so I'm putting the bead part. Just make sure it grabs, and then when I finish doing that, I'll fold this over, and every now and then I'll put some glue to hold it down. So that's what I'll be doing now. Okay, so I went around and glued the edge on. Now what I'm doing is I'm running a very thin bead of glue around the edge and pushing it down with my spatula so that I don't get burned. I think I came and that's how it looks. Really makes it pop out. I like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue the rest of the trim. So here it is. Let's see if I can go further away. Ouch. Here. Or maybe I can move the camera up. There. So this is what it looks like. I'll take the pictures. Like I said, I added some leaves and a trim. Don't think I'll be adding anything else. So thanks for watching. Bye.